Stepping through the X, can you feel me? $1,000,000 dreams, a place you gotta stay to the X and feel the light. Step into the X and change your whole side. A born leader, shake from the trials of hell.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Crypto Secret X, and I want to start off by saying apologize. There was some tough technical difficulties, but also I was coming in from another engagement that we had the group of the guys out, and we took them to a game, and so we were, trying to get everything set up and then getting everything back on track, but I do have some important news to let you know. Before I get into that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel, it helps the algorithm grow. But Ted that is also on Solana is now on the SUI blockchain. And now, what does that do for Ted? I'm going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into all the logistics. If you have questions about Ted, you can feel free to drop them here on this video where we can get into just everything what's going on with Ted, how this helps expand Ted. Ted is expanding to a different blockchain, brings in a whole different group, a whole different community that is for the first time probably seeing this channel. So I want to preface that by first talking about the exciting news of Ted coming this on Solana now on the SUI blockchain, which is another expansion. As we all know, Move Pump is a new launch pad on the SUI blockchain. This is some of the things that I've talked about on SUI that I feel like is going to help expand and bring notoriety to that particular blockchain. Also, one of the things that I understand with Ted on this launch, there were two things I want you to see. And then I want you to also understand that new investors, why, and I'm not an investment advisor, I got to tell you that, but also what's going on behind the scene. So, every meme coin when you first launch, I do know this, and this is from just going through this mode. You have people that buy on the initial launch. You have people that sell on the initial launch. But here's the thing that works differently with any other meme coin that you've probably been a part of. Number one, we're going to be talking about Ted on Solana went to 3 to 4 million. Okay. And here's the things that I understand about this when we move. Number one, there's so much out on Ted. Ted is a coin that has been talked about for the last 4 or 5 months on Solana. And it has run, is still running. That's a whole different community. So what you're doing now is you're bringing people who are just Solana soldiers, and they're all on Solana. Phantom Wallet locked in. That's, they're locked there. But now you're bringing another set of eyes on Ted, which is in a whole different realm. We're on the SUI blockchain. We're new. Our thing is Move Pump, but now you're bringing a bigger, another blockchain into the community. Now, I don't want you to feel like my Solana soldiers that we're abandoning Ted on Solana. No, we're not. We're actually combining the communities. But on this one, I want to talk more to the people on the SUI blockchain and what's going on with Ted. Okay, now the first thing I do want to show you is on the blockchain. You can look at, and let's go ahead and show you the screen here so you can kind of see what's going on, and then you kind of get a better understanding. All the bells and whistles of the Telegram group, all of that stuff is getting lined up. We're getting the SUI bots, all that things. But before I get started, got into that, I wanted to talk to you about Ted, and then also you see our baseline, you see where we at, and now you see where we can go. Now, that's one of the things I would definitely want you to understand there. But on TED, I want to first go to my name, Crypto Secret X. And here's where you can see the holdings. It's the same. It's consistent. The holdings are there. Well, I'm holding TED, and that's where TED is, and that's one of the baselines. So number one, even on the sale, everyone knows that I'm going to hold my tokens, because there is more of for me, this is a marathon. This is not a quick sprint. And so this is a marathon. And I call it, I'm seasoned now with this thing, because, when we first launched TED, my thing was I wanted to launch a cartel. I wanted to have a cartel of my meme coins on an X ecosystem in which people can invest, so continuously hold. But the thing of what I've learned in this whole process is that what was happening is people became more excited about the launches versus the meme. But the one true meme, and I'm going to get into what we're doing here. The one meme that out of all the 4 memes, and they were launched, of course, on Pump Fund. And you know about Pump Fund. Pump Fund brings in everyone, DJ investors, everybody. And so it brings in a different array of people. The second thing I've learned about this is that the ownership of the meme, as a dev, you need to own that meme in order to be able to help control and then help expand it. So you gotta own that meme, because when you got so many devs, that creates a whole another atmosphere. But the thing about TED, and you see what I'm holding, and now you can see what's going on there. So I just wanted you to see that. But the thing about TED, and let's go to TED again, and I want to share that with you, is that TED currently right now is sitting at a $33,000 market cap. Now, when it launched from Move Pump, it was about a $54,000 market cap. Okay. Now, since then, you see the chart. The chart has slowly been increasing. And so when I say slowly increasing, this has been happening overnight, because here's the one thing that a lot of people know about these charts. And now let me see. Okay, I'll come back to those things right there. All right. So when it comes back to those particular things on the chart, you see where people now are starting to come back in to buying TED and getting TED, in position. There's been several major YouTubers that have been talking about TED. Crypto Gains has mentioned it in his $1 million portfolio. You can see several videos out on TED. TED has been very commercialized, but the expansion of TED and the concentration of TED, one of the benefits of it being on SUI is, number one, SUI doesn't have like a major, when you go to coin market cap, a major meme coin. So there is like a waiting to take over by a particular meme there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get into it. So let's go ahead and we'll rock on it, and we're gonna go, and I'm gonna go to coin market cap. So let's go to coin market cap here. And let's see what we're looking at. And I'll show you what I mean by this. Let's pull this up. I want to say good morning, Crypto Opinions, man. What's going on? Let's see here. So let's go to the SUI. Let's go to the top memes on SUI, and then we're going to get back to TED. So let's go to SUI here. And let's pull that up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see, top 10. I don't know what's the temperature like where everybody's at. Is it warm, cold, hot? I mean, it's been crazy around here. So let's see if we can get it. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and look at what's top on the SUI blockchain. See if we can get it over here. Okay. 490, and I'm looking at the market caps of some of these. You got about 82 million. And let's see. Boy, I tell you, these webs, man, there we go. You got an $82 million market cap. Then you go 28. But then if you start scrolling down, a lot of these coins are like, still fighting for that viable spot on the SUI blockchain. They're still fighting. Right now, there's no main major takeover. So when you come in, it's like it's sitting there. It's kind of like how Brett took over on base. Brett on base, the community came in, bam, they was really active, and all of a sudden you're looking at a particular coin now has become the face of base, which is now Brett. You look at Solana, you have on Solana, you also have some top, like you got Andy and a couple other main meme coins. This kind of taking over, but the newer some of these other blockchains like Sui and all those, I think those things are still open. And when I say still open, I think they're to the point where a community could actually come together and become that face of that particular blockchain. Um, Move Pump, which is just fairly new, just came out, is not congested. Like Solana has really become like the meme. I call it the meme kingdom, where you see so many memes, and so there are not so many memes that's actually on Sui blockchain that's kind of like just taken over or just become just you know over everything. So now you're looking at an opportunity that TED, which has stand the test of time and expanded now, as it called, built. This is the house that Teddy built to expand on the Sui blockchain to bring in a whole different group of people. Now, when you start bringing in a group of different people, here's one of the things that I've learned about this thing, that the community on the channels, in the Telegram groups, all of that stuff, you help build it. Now, either you help build it or you help tear it down. And so you have to have I call it the no tolerate, no nonsense for anything that speaks against what we are doing here on TED. And what that does is, the stronger you have that type of community, the stronger the meme goes. Of course, you got people who come in and they talk blah, 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 blah. But it's about getting that community, especially once you invested in TED. Now, what are we doing with TED? How are we expanding TED? TED kind of becomes within the community. We have of course, you have all the meme, games and things like that. But the community first has got to be built on the fundamentals of unity, tightness, and then the growth. How do you grow it? You have to have an understanding that once you buy into TED, once you buy your particular meme, then you have to go start enlarging your territory with TED. How do you do it on the social medias? With the X page, we do have some shield. We have tons of shields going to be there. We're going to shield it in about 5 or 6 different languages. All that stuff is going to be in place. We're going to hold the spaces. And then we hold the spaces. You got to get there. You got to be there. We're going to also incorporate various things that we're going to do with, like along with game plan in the youth, in every community, opening those things up. But just a constant push. Just what we're seeing in the Telegram groups, on the X pages, the raids, all that builds the community. And once you start building it, once you start coming in, then people, it's all about that. Now, we've got to continue to grow. And here's the thing, one of the things I see with the market cap, I see what people are starting to slowly begin to move back in. Because all those things you have to set it up. Like, you got to set up the deck screener, the artwork you have in place. And it's only been out one day. So the growth period, you're going to start seeing it. But here's the thing: we can move it rapidly, we can move it fast because that stuff is all in place. Like the music, everything's in place. But everything we're doing is in a release project. There's also some things we want to do outside, like global world things, local area things, but it's step by step. It's a marathon. It's a marathon how we move this thing. Once we get into the groups, I know different people are going to come with ideas. We're going to, hear those ideas, but this is not brand new. This is not brand new, but TED is now just on a different blockchain, creating different eyes. So you have Bread on Soul, you got Bread Gold, you got Bread on Base, you got Bread on ETH, you got TED on Solana, you got TED on Sui. So the expansion is there, but it's still at a great market cap where you can buy in. Now, don't get what happens is, everybody waits and they get that FOMO because the more we constantly talk about it here, the sharing of the videos, the AMAs, that's what drove TED on Solana. And that is tried and tested. We were doing 3-4 hour AMAs. It was taxing, but the thing about it is, I understand that's what drove the community. It was people coming back here. And not only were they getting the sense of how TED was, but what it was doing is also enhancing their life from mental aspect, spiritual aspect. But TED became just a place where people met. And that the growth of it became enormous. And here's the thing, it's still there. It's still there. But now, again, like anything, as you build a house, now we're expanding on the Sui blockchain, which I'm excited about it because it creates new eyes. It creates new people coming into the environment in our Telegram group. And so we're going to be doing some upgrades on that, the Telegram group. Of course, we have the chat room. We have TED on Solana, then we have TED on Sui. So we have it both. The arts, all that's going to be there. You can kind of see the music, everything. It's going to be there. So we're not going nowhere. Been here strong. I suspect as we start talking more about what's going on with Sui, as people start, coming over, because Solana is going to stay strong too. I'm not going to take anything from Solana. I'm a Solana junkie. I got tons of Solana. But Sui's been a blockchain that, as I start studying it in my regular crypto portfolio, I've been constantly DCAing on Sui because I like what they're doing. I like what's going on their platform. And so but I really like that they have added the move pump. And that to me is one of the things that kept Solana so strong when everything was going down. When all the prices we started seeing in the bull market, things were going down. It still kind of hung in that 100. Then you would see it kind of spark a little bit because you have to buy the Solana to get it. Like you have to buy the Sui to get it. And so what they're doing, they create more onboards. But here's the thing that's different with Sui that Solana, they may get into, but they're allowing people to onboard with their username, Google Apps. They're creating the various wallets. So that makes it a little easier. But, as far as understanding and studying, it's some things is different. And as I'm getting on the Sui blockchain, I'm learning more and more and more and more about it. Okay. So that's just an overall view, but the whole idea of putting TED on Sui is to expand TED, to get TED in front of more eyes, to build a community, to get it stronger. And one of the things about getting it stronger is I just see Sui for the TED community as an opportunity to be strong and also become the face. How do you become the face? You got to drive the market cap. You got to drive it. You got to have those strong hands that as we begin to build and as we begin to bring in the people, is that we see the end goal. Where do we want to see it? Well, right now, let's look at the top coin on Sui, and let's look at where it's standing. The top coin right now is sitting at a total of 82 million dollar market cap on coin market cap. The market cap 82 million, and that's Hippo. That's the top one. That's the one everybody's talking about. To be the man, you got to beat the man, and we got to go at that market cap. Can we get there? Yes. How are we gonna get there? We're gonna get there by building this community to become that top dog. If we can become that top dog there, all eyes are on Ted. We got to get people in the community. We got to get people in Telegram. We got to get people over to the Twitter. We got to get people in the spaces to be that top dog. I think we have the ability to do it because we do have some strong people in this group. We have that ability to become that. Not only that, when you get the eyes from the SUI people on TED, it's going to create eyes on the TED on Solana from the Solana people. TED is expanding, just on a different blockchain, but under the same umbrella. So sharing these YouTube, inviting people to it. Here's the second thing. Here's some of the other things we did on TED on Solana, which really expanded the channel. Was, we had people on the live that would talk, that would tell about their process with TED, and it just created more of a family that saw astronomical gains. You can go back and look at some of our other AMAs. Those gains were tremendous. But Hippo right now has been the face of SUI. The TED Army is at 490 on the coin market cap. Right now, we can get TED up there like that, to where it can become the face of the blockchain in memes. It's only been out a day. Not even a day, just a few hours. Just a few hours. The market cap hasn't even touched the potential of where it can go. But we have to do it with you. Recruit, get people in, get people on these YouTube AMAs, because they got, and I'm telling y'all something I know from experience. They got to be able to see that dev. They got to be able to see it. They know the wallet. They can go to Move Pump. They can see my wallet. They can see the holdings there. They can see where it didn't change, because I see a bigger picture, a totally bigger picture. TED, but before you get to all these lucrative ideas of where we want to be, the first goal, the number one goal, is to build a community. That's the number one goal, guys. Build the community, build the Telegram group. Every day, drop something positive in that Telegram group. Every day, every single day. It is a grind, but I'm telling you, it works. It works now. Okay. Second thing, when we have the YouTube lives and we talk about just TED, what's going on with TED, invite people, share it in groups, on the X spaces. Man, just go to the X page, TED, it's all there. Go there, share. You can't invest in the meme coin if you're not doing anything to help it grow. I'm just telling you, especially a new one. But the highest market cap, guys, is 82 million. Let's look at the metrics of Hippo. I'm looking at the top. I want to see what's the top dog on SUI. I don't want to see what's the second. I want to see what the top is. Let's see what the top is on SUI. Let's get here. Now we look at this 10 billion. Okay. Total trading volume 56 million. Okay. Let's go to SUI scan and let's see how many holders they got. Because I think sometimes, and I've learned with past memes, I think sometimes people get like they get caught up with, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, we got to do that. They get caught up with that. And I know that that can be, it seems like that's, but listen to what I'm telling you now. Ted with just on Solana with just 100 people, okay, with just 100 people, maybe 120, when it went to 3 million. AMAs constant every night. People were coming. I mean, we went from literally like 20 to like over 120, 130 people on lives. Now, but here's a second thing. Not only did I know what we did, what was done correctly, I know some of the things that were done wrong. So I'm telling you, this thing works, but we got to work it in stages, in phases of this. And the first phase is you got to invite more people into these groups where people can see where they can see what's going on. And then we got to set a goal. So at that time on my first meme, my goal was, guys, let's get to me. I never, that was my first time doing meme coin was the first TED on Solana. So the goal was 1 million. Our goal then was, once we launched 1 million, then we were going to launch our second meme. Okay. So that was our goal with that small unit, because we were that was our first time getting into it. That was our first time developing it. Everything was just brand new. Okay. Just from all of that, I can tell you with TED, we're not launching another card. It's not going to be a cartel on Sui. No, TED. What's the goal for TED? It's not 1 million. It's to become the top dog on the whole entire blockchain. It's to increase the community first. That's what we got to do. We got to get people to the AMAs. Monday through Thursday, I do at 7 a.m. I'm out. But now I know in the beginning, just with TED, I got to grind a little bit more. I got to grind. But the grind has got to be with the community too. Y'all got to grind, man. I got in at 2 o'clock this morning and I'm up right now back on live, because it's going to be a grind. And I'm telling you now, TED was out on Solana, and I'm telling you because I'm talking from experience with this thing now. TED was out on Solana. I want to say 4 or 5 days. The first day, people bought and then they sold. And then after about the 4th or 5th day, people started getting in a Telegram group. People started coming to the AMAs. And about the 5th day, it went to 4 million or 3 million. 3 million. Think about the people who bought it when it took that small. Think about the people who held during that time. Everybody knows my story. And I never sold, but my wallet was at $278,000. Not only that, I burned 90 million in the tokens. 90 million. There were so many things that happened positive. Now I can talk about like the don't do's. Like I tell them, don't do, like it ain't gonna be no, once we get to 1 million, we're gonna launch another one on Sui. No, the Sui Nation, we're gonna push TED so hard that we're gonna take it over. That's the goal. And those of you who are in now, you're gonna see what's gonna happen, because we understand, like I understand the phases of this thing. And the first phase is not we got to get it on Coin Market Cap, and we got to do this. Listen, step by step, phase by phase. The volume, the market cap, they'll come to you. Build it, and they'll come. Beg for it, and they'll make you pay. You understand? I cannot tell you. The phase 1, build a community, Telegram group, Zero tolerance on futters. Zero. Not come on. Let's get zero tolerance. Zero. If you ain't with us, you against us. Period. That's the mindset we gotta have. If you ain't with us, you against us. What's our goal? Not a million. We can get a million in no time. Not a million. I realize that's small. That was small thinking. Gun for the top dog. Gun for the top dog. Gun. Hey, if you want to be king of the hill, we got to see what king of the sea. We had to become the top dog. And you know how we did that? We had diamond hands that held, that bought every time somebody sold until we became king of the hill. Think about that. We had diamond hands, and we did that on a coin that I launched 30 days ago. Didn't even mention it. People just started gravitating to it. You know why? Because there were diamond hands in that group. They saw it. You started listen to what I'm telling you now. It's there. I'll talk about that. But I want just please listen to this. Listen to what I'm telling you. I put TED out on October the 1st. October the 1st. Okay. I bought it and I just held it. Didn't say nothing on my live. I just started talking about the SUI blockchain. A few people bought a little bit and they left a positive comment. That's all they did. Hey man, X, ready to go. Let's go get it. Listen to what I'm telling you now. Other people start reading the comments. Other people start seeing where that green line just kind of hung there. Then it went from about 3 buyers to about 8 buyers. Then it got up to roughly around 60%, right? When it went live, I did not anticipate it going live at that time. Like when it went live, I was like out. Somebody called me that I just sent them like $9 a SUI just to get them on board. I was talking to him, and a friend of mine, and he called me and said, hey, you know that $9 you sent? It's sitting like at $50. So I'm like, man, that's a lot, from 9. So I said, let me go and look at the decks, because I mean, just to see what's going on. And I'm looking at, first I looked at, dang, it's king of, I went to sleep and woke up, it was king of the sea. Then we're out and I'm like, oh my God, it is live. And people, of course, people in the Telegram group, hey, is the deck screener going to be up? Is this going to be up? Is this going to be up? I was hoping for at least another couple of days, and bam, it just went live. But why did people feel that initiative to buy? Because we had people that were holding. We had comments there that were positive. There was no AMAs. Go back and look. There was no, hey, go to move pump. There was none of that. All I said was Ted's getting ready to expand. That was it. That was it. $54,000 market cap. Nobody ever seen Crypto Secret X on a video. No, nobody on SUI. I never talked to anybody on the SUI blockchain. But that's what happened because of those diamond hands, because of the people we brought in. Now, the panic came in because it went live. It went live, and I'm thinking, man, give it a week. It'll probably be live in about a week. And it went boom. And that's how a lot of my coins that I launched on the DGen site before they closed down, it was crazy. Like I would see stuff go live in 3 minutes. So I knew if I said that, bam, this is new. Nobody knows about the YouTube channel on the SUI blockchain. Nobody. But so all they were going off of is they saw my wallet. They saw that I said, hey, and all I said was I'm Crypto Secret X, a YouTuber, and I'm bringing Ted to the SUI blockchain. That's all I said. Didn't leave no other comments. But they saw that the wallet stayed strong. Then they saw the other holders holding. Then they saw the other positive comments come from. Even when somebody said a negative, It was about 5 other comments on top of that that trumped the negative comment. If it works on a launch pad that just came out, think about this. If it works on a launch pad that just came out, that people are buying on, that they've seen go from 89% to 0 because the dev pulled out. If they've seen that and they still buy, and then they see a coin that nobody knows who's who, but you probably spread the word to a few people. You did, and told them, hey, you need to buy this. You know what happened? The word spread. And it wasn't thousands of people. It wasn't. It was just a few. And they held the helm, bam, it's live. It's live. So how do we get it back? Stop thinking 3 million, man. We're gunning for the top dog on Sui. There's no face there. There's no face there. We have an opportunity to become the face of a blockchain. How do you do it? Gotta have those diamond hands. You gotta think more than 3 or 4 million. Got it? I'm gonna continuously buy because all I'm doing is creating that floor. I'm gonna be grinding on the YouTube channel. You're gonna see the reviews. We're gonna have the AMAs. We're gonna have the space. When we got the spaces, I'm gonna put it in. You got to be there, man. You got to share it. You got to get it out. That was one of the things I saw that shot it up in 4 or 5 days. Shot it up. Got it? That is, I'm telling you, man. I know from my heart. I'm trying to tell y'all this. It can roll now. It can roll. We are sitting in a great opportunity. Great opportunity. You got a great opportunity now, but you got to take advantage of it. You got to take advantage of it, or you can keep shopping around. You can keep shopping around. You can keep buying the high price meme coins at $1.50. That's at $5 billion market cap. You can keep doing that. You can keep waiting on the bull run. We can do what I know has been battle tested. I've been in the trenches with this now. Listen to me. I've been in the trenches with this thing. So, my skin is real thick with this, but I do know what we have to do. And right now, the main goal is build the Sui community. Build it and they'll come. Build it and they'll come. First, if you got them the first time on the launch and you made a few, maybe $2,000 or $3,000, $5,000, $6,000, but I don't think I think people made about, I was looking at it. Some people made like about $300-$400. That's pennies, man. That's pennies to what, that ain't even pennies to what we can do. How do we do it? You ain't got to buy big hunks. I know we gotta have our $4 buy days. We got to hold. And when we have our $4 buy days, when we get extra, then we got to get in the group. Now, listen to me now. I'm not going to be in the Telegram group 24 hours a day. I did that will kill me. I'm not doing that. I need you, the community, to get into it. I need you to get in there. All right. And when you get in there, flood positive. We're going to have this. Of course, we're going to have the stickers. I'm working on the buy bot. Here's one of the things that somebody can help me on. Expert, trying to find a really good Sui buy bot that can track the coin. Got to get that in there. All right. But y'all need to shoot me, dropping it here, or dropping it in the Telegram group, some good buy bots. We got to get that. Number 2, artwork is going to be there. We got plenty of artwork, and we got more coming with the animation. So that's going to be there. Don't worry about that. The music's going to be there. The stickers going to be there. But we got to get the buy-bot track, okay? Then we'll start getting, but before we start doing all this other stuff like burning and all that stuff, we're gonna meet here. All right? We're gonna meet here. We're gonna build a community. We're gonna get to know, and then we're gonna explain what's the goal. We're gonna put the goal in the group. There's a shield already there that that you can share. We're going to get the filters in the group. All that stuff is there. Right now, when you put CA, it just shows you one contract address, which is the Solana contract address. So those are the things we got that's going to be worked on. And it's going to be worked on here in the next few hours and within the next few weeks. Changing the website, like we put it on there, because I know a lot of times when people go to the website and they see Solana, they don't see SUI, they get nervous, and so they're like, oh God, it's a scam. Listen, man, this ain't a scam, bro. This ain't a scam. I don't care what they say, it ain't a scam. And here's one thing you gotta understand. You can go to the move.pump or move pump, and you can see the wallet I have. You got it? Now, and here's where we got to help new buyers understand this. And some of y'all got to understand this. In the process, sometimes I've learned sometimes you don't need to say nothing to allow the shake out, to allow some of these people who are sporadic, just impulsive buyers that go crazy on something. Sometimes you got to shut your mouth and let them get out, because they do more damage than good. And then you build it. Like, I'm looking at the chart now, took a dip, but I see a lot of green going now. Let's look at the chart. Let's look at the chart. I'm gonna show you something. All right, now you see the chart? This is only 1 day now. 1 day. Look, listen, it just barely moved up a little bit right there. Got it? And right here at 5 zeros, it was really six zeros, right? If I look at the trading history, let me see if I still can see that. 19 hours ago, somebody made 66. Look at this, man. Come on. I want y'all to think about this. 66 SUI. 40 SUI is like $1.93. 49 SUI. 11 SUI. 20. Oh, hold on. Somebody sold 11 SUI. Let's get to this part right here. They sold 261 SUI. 4 SUI. 21 hours ago. Because they keep track of all this. You see that? This one gonna go up. I can tell you that. But you see what I'm saying? And when you first launch a coin, what happened? Because this is the regular chart, and I like the move pump allows you to do that. But this is where you're trying to get the deck screeners right. I was not expecting it to go live at this particular time. And then you probably had one person say, oh man, I'm going to cash out. And they didn't cash out for a lot. They cashed out for probably a few $100s. And then when they do that, what happens is, what does it do? It causes a ripple effect. People start getting nervous. Oh God, the dev is going to sell. The dev is going to sell. And then people freak out, and then they start pulling. And then they forget all they got to do is go back and look at the wallet. Just go back and look at it. Matter of fact, write it down. Just look at it. Okay. Now they see, okay, it's a little steady. I ain't seen nothing else happen. Then boom, now you see people start buying because they say, man, it's a dip. I'm gonna buy it now. So now, number one, there's not gonna be another coin launch. I can tell y'all, we're not doing no cartel. I'm speaking from experience, but what we are gonna do is we're gonna build a community. We're gonna go ahead and get people in our community, phase 1. Please, y'all, hear me while I'm talking. I'm talking because we got to make the main thing the main thing. I don't care how many stickers you make. I don't care how many animation you make. I don't care how many little whatever you want to do. You got to have people. Now, in the meme coin sector, we know that thing is vicious. There are a few YouTubers that have meme coins, and most of theirs right now currently is sitting about 800K to 100 million. They got way more followers than me. Okay, way more. Got about 2,600. But with you, we can have more. Why? Because I know what we did on Talent Salon. I know what we did. I know the mistakes we did, and I know what we did right. Because even though we did mistakes on the first one, but we also did some things that were right. And I know this works. All right. So you got to get out. You got to get people in. Explain to them. Well, what are y'all doing? Like, what's going on? What's the vision of me? The first vision of our meme: grow the community. Grow the community. Get them to the AMAs. Share the dang on Twitter page. And then they say, what's the end goal then? The end goal, we're going to be the top meme coin on the Sui blockchain. Right now, the top is just 82 million. And y'all know how easy it is to get to 82 million. 82 million is the top. What's the top one on Solana? I'm just showing y'all. And we just talking. And the more I talk to you, what are we building? We're building a relationship. Okay. Now, there are also some things y'all got to work with me on. Number one, them 4-hour AMAs they were affecting my life. They were affecting my physical health because I was on here 4 hours a day at night. You understand? And I do know this because Ted went global. Like we had people in different time zones, all of that stuff. So it was taxing. Okay. So I do know that. So I know some of the things that I have to do in order to keep going strong because it is taxing, but I'm ready for the fight now. Because hey, battle tested, man. Anytime a dev steps out and makes a meme, you need to check their war wounds now. They got to have some war wounds, y'all. If they ain't got no war wounds, don't mess with them, man. Because them war wounds tell you how strong they are when the fire comes. And boy, the fire, I said in the hot seat, I said I said in it, man. I know. So it's like right now, I'm speaking, but I'm speaking to you from the heart of experience. And I'm not claiming to be I know it all, but there are some things that I have been tested on. Okay. The number one is when I told people that I wasn't going to sell no matter what. And not only did I have 200, I think I can show you, I think it was 271K. 271K. I watched 271K go down to 5K. And let me explain to you why. It wasn't that, and here's why I want to preface this to you. This is why I say, I ain't gonna do no cartel. In the beginning, and see, this is where I'm explaining. Somebody said nobody want to know history. I'm explaining war wounds because you got to know what type of dev you're getting in here with. If you don't know, then you might need to be careful now, but you got to know. One of the things when it came to even the particular meme altogether is that in my mind, I wanted to launch a bunch of memes because I got tired of people buying. I got tired of buying all these memes that would just shoot up and shoot down, shoot up and shoot down. But in a small community, and you're trying to bring in a different meme after you get this one, but we followed our goal, 1 million, we launched the next one. That was our goal for that group. So I had to stay with the goal. But with a small group of people, you stretch them so wide and thin. Like they were stretched, like stretched. So it's kind of hard. But that group, and people talk about Looney, they took Looney to 4 million. Small group. But what I think about now is just if you kept that group concentrated, and we'll keep this group concentrated. You got it? Concentrated. And watch what happens. I'm telling y'all now. And this right here ain't nothing on it. It's new. They looking for somebody to be the face. Why can't we do it? Let's see here. We got some comments here. But let's see here. Let me check out. I want to check out some of these comments because I've been talking for about, look here, boy, this old time. I've been on here about an hour. Woo! Let's see here. Let's see what the comments talking about, because I got some folks who've been around from day one, man. And I got some new ones. I'm not gonna put all the comments on, but I'm just kind of yep, when it started. Of course, we had like a late show. And Crypto Opinions, he jumped in. He let you know, hey man, it's just a little late. We gonna start soon. But I appreciate you, man. You've been in it, hung around, been through it all, man. So I appreciate you, man. Just want to give you a shout out. Um, Tavares Sabatyan, I hope I'm saying that right. But I want to say good morning to. And then we also having Ted on Sui to the Moon. It's kind of, somebody said they bought the dip at 22K. Yep. Did you launch Looney on Sui? Now, here's the thing. Looney is on Sui. But you know, I've learned now, let things gradually happen. I'll let things gradually happen. But right, Ted, man. Ted. But here's what we're doing. Ted. And what I did, and here's, you gotta understand what I did when I did Ted and Looney. Those were my most popular memes. Okay, popular. Had them. They just took off. This, those two have so much out on them. It's crazy. So I didn't know which one the Sui blockchain would even favor, like which one. So you look at them. There was over a month ago. But when Ted started running, Looney started running too. So it was almost like, look at Ted. First, people started kind of gradually buying Ted because they were like, man, nobody know who this is. I just put, this, that. But the more Ted started growing, because at one time I was getting ready to move my Looney over to Ted because I was like, well, people don't like Looney, so I ain't worried about it. I go back and look at it the next day. I'm like, wait a minute now. We got people over here getting Looney too. So I just backed off and got quiet. I just got quiet and didn't say anything. And so that's it. So I just left it there. And so now, because people saw Ted, there are people slowly DCAing on Looney. That's what's going on. I'm not, and just like Ted, I didn't say anything about it because I was like, the people got to decide what they want. I can come out what I want, but the people got to decide. If the people decide, then the people decide. But that's on you. But right now, Ted is here. Ted is in place. All of them in place. But the people spoke with Ted. Okay, that's just what I saw. But now I do see people. So it's like Sui kind of, but that's what they spoke. And we just got an opportunity here, just in the group here. So I don't want to, but I wouldn't be shocked, man. I would not be shocked. But I'm going to keep this the main thing, because Ted is live. Ted is live. We saw where we at with DCN. I don't want to scramble my folks' mindset. I don't want to do that. That's one of the things that, when I look at it, I don't want to scramble your mind. And when I say scramble your mind, I don't want to speak to people on Sui and get you like this, like you don't know. You know what I mean? And I know some people gonna buy anyway because they're like, you know what? The market cap. Like I don't even know what the market cap is. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see. I don't know if can I see it. Let me see if I can see it here. I'm just gonna check. Let's look at the market cap here. Yep. You can see. 32% curve. There it is right there. And I'm just showing you now. That's kind of like how Ted looked. October the 1st. So what's today's date? October. It's almost a month. You see what people, sold off, and you see people 32%. So you already see it, man. Y'all see what's happening, but this is not me. This is the people. Okay. But SUI, and what I did, there, that was the original uh picture there. That I came out with Looney. People told me to change it. I went back to everything my first vision said. So on October the 1st, I said, I'm gonna put my two best memes on the SUI blockchain, and I'm gonna see what the people want. And that's what happened. But in the process of that, I also saw the people, like, again, I'm telling you, and this is why I'm being very transparent with you to let you know this, so you can see, where I'm looking. What I did was I said, I'm going to put again, I'm going to tell you again, my two most popular memes on the Solana blockchain for me that went to the highest. Looney went to 4 million, Ted went to 3 million. I'm going to stick them on the SUI blockchain, move.pump. I'm not going to say one word, and I'm going to let the people make a decision. I put the Telegram, the links up where we had it. People went in the groups, and I just said, let it be. And that's where it was. But you also see what's going on. So the people decide, the community. Phase one, build the community. Build the community. People, phase one. After you build a community, after we build that market cap, after we build that volume that we need, next phase of that then is to look at where we take profit to put over to get it on the listing. That's it. Once you get on a listing, boy, you really rolling. Now listen, I already know how to get it on all these other smaller listings. I already know how to do that. Like, I'm going to get Ted Ted on Solana is already on a bunch of listings. We're going to get Ted on SUI on a bunch of listings. But we know the main one, CoinGecko. Here's the thing, and I'm telling you from experience, here's the thing with CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. You got to have liquidity in there, and you got to have volume going through. I don't care, people be talking about this, or the other phases, you got to pay, astronomical amount, and you got to pay that. So that's why I say phase one, build a community, build a Telegram group, zero tolerance for fudders, zero, no matter what, zero. Cancel them. Don't even try to win them over. Don't try to explain nothing to them. Fudders in the Telegram is automatic getting banned automatically, straight off the cuff, zero tolerance. There's none of that. Ban. I'm just telling you now, ban. And so that's what we're doing, because those things sometimes people that and some people just love doing it. They just love getting in groups and just fudding. They get on they get on the YouTube page and they'll leave comment. Man, I delete them because I'm not gonna give them that. I'm not gonna give them that platform. And we're not gonna do that, because when they're messing with your money too. Zero tolerance. Zero. Zilch. None. Psh, out. Now, questions that you're asking about this, that's understandable. But just getting in and just flooding, especially when you just came to the party, nah, man. We zero tolerance. You got it? Let's see here. Yeah. I think as far as like the communities together, keeping those guys together. One of the things I do have, I have my own Telegram group, Crypto Secret X, and I kind of just linked it now. I think the way you get those groups together, and here's from my experience, you get them together through the AMAs and the YouTube and stuff like that. But the only time that, I want to preface that is because what may happen is, you got your TED community nights, and then, if Looney was to be whatever, king or whatever, or if it goes like that, then you have it. But the conversation piece is where we meet here. When we get into spaces, because right now, like, this is also being live streamed on the X page. So when you get on the X page, go drop a comment, man. Hey, this stuff, leave a comment in the YouTube channel. It helps the algorithm. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Those things, because what happens is, what I learned when I start doing these 1 hour lives like we going on right now, YouTube pushed the algorithm. I mean, it was like, I saw where, like, if you look at my channel, I had like 100 followers, and I wake up the next morning, I got like over, not the next morning, but over a period of time with the memes and stuff like that. There are some other communities out there, because I've talked about them. I'm going to link with them and bring them in and have those spaces. You got to give me the opportunity sometimes to where I have a shield session. Like, there are things that I understand when it comes to this. I'm not going to be bottlenecked just in the area. I'm not letting people do that. But I just know, because building a community is also networking. Like, everybody may not be a Tedonite, but that community, this community, we all could, do stuff. Sometimes we got to have runoffs, where we're voting, your meme versus my meme, your community versus my community, and fun and games and stuff like that. But we got to build it, and we build it brick by brick, not skyscraper by skyscraper, brick by brick. Take a brick and put it in the foundation, and then ask that brick to take another brick and put it in the foundation. And pretty soon, it goes back to what the vision is. This is the house that Teddy built. We've got a Solana brick, and I'm telling you now, we got some diamond holders in there. All right. Now we added a SUI brick. Boom. Right there. That represents that particular group of people. The SUI Nation, the Solana Nation. Adding it, building it brick by brick. But let's look at this as trying to become the main one on their blockchain. That's the goal. That's the goal. And as we speak, this is what happens. Numbers start rising up. I've seen it every time. Constantly amazed, numbers rise up. It's gonna continue to grow. And so, man, I've been on here an hour. I get pumped. I'm really excited about what's going on. But I do understand our process. And I know some of you also understand the process too. And so we're going to do it. And we're going to get it done. And we're going to make sure we get this thing rocking. But I'm going to go ahead and play this one commercial, because, man, and I'll be right back. Make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that bell notification, as it helps the algorithm grow. And if you want to follow me on any other platforms, you can follow me by typing in Crypto Secret X. Now, let's talk crypto. Okay, so I'm back again. It's Saturday morning. I got a lot of places I got to go, and so I'm going to still be, working, but I do have some things I have to do. And then later on, I'm going to start implementing the stickers and all that stuff into the TED SUI. I'm still, again, I need y'all to help me out on this bot thing though. We know how to get that Solana bot. Still trying to find a good SUI bot to do the token tracking in there. We do have the shield. We have a shield thing you can share to your X spaces. I'm going to look. Well, we're going to have to go ahead and verify that TED X page. So I'm gonna get that verified so we can also have our lives on the TEDx page. Again, with the Crypto Secret X. Crypto Secret X, again, that's a bigger umbrella, but let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get that verified with the Telegram group. I know we got some people posting all these crazy, little coins in there. I'm gonna we're gonna get those deleted. I am gonna, give a few people the moderator thing. Please don't say, hey, get in there and say, let me be your moderator and all that, man. Nah. But I am gonna give some people the ability to be able to delete those things like that, and then get some other anti-raid things added back in there. But we do have the bots and stuff in place on that. So let's get ready, man. Remember, it's not a race, it's a marathon. And those of you who are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We got more coming. More. Okay. And like I always tell y'all, and I'll stay with this for the rest of my life. And this is my understanding of the whole shebang, is that you will never in your life learn how to swim without jumping in, and you'll never climb a mountain without stumbling. This is Chris with Crypto Secret X. I'm out.
War's over, but a soldier on, still battling the ghost long. Still struggling to see the signs, too heavy for a heart like mine. Say, let it step into the X, can you feel me? $1,000,000 dreams, a place you gotta stay to the X and feel the light. Step into the X and change your whole side. A born leader, shake from the trials of hell. Keep my head